The fifth letter in the original Hebrew alphabet is called He, and it's a picture of a man holding his arms up. It's used for look, lo and behold, look here, this, to reveal, revelation, and for man himself and mankind. The letter He has a lot of uses in the Hebrew language, and it's often added to the beginning of words and to the end of words to change the meaning or add a preface. One very common example is when you hear the sound ha before a word in Hebrew. It normally means the. So ha derek is the way. Ha shamayim is the heavens. And in the very first sentence of Genesis, it says, in the beginning, Elohim created ha shamayim, the heavens, and haaretz, the earth. Hebrew is a system of roots, so normally even when you see a very long word that looks a bit complicated, it consists of a root word with letters such as He and other letters that are added to adjust the meaning or to add things to it. This is an example of the word for blood, and it's pronounced dam, dalet mem. If you add an aleph to the beginning of this word, it becomes Adam, who was put in charge of all of the animals and given dominion on the planet. The chief of blood, you could say. Adam, or as we would call him, Adam. And if you take the word Adam and add a He at the end of it, you have the word for ground, Adamah. And Adam was taken from the ground. Adam from Adamah. A similar thing happened in the Garden of Eden with Adam's wife Eve. When Father created her and presented her to Adam, Adam said, "She shall be called Isha, because she was taken out of Ish. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man."
Okay, so how do you say mist or fog?
Ana.
How do you say the fog?
Ha-ana.
How do you say tree?
Etz.
How do you say the tree?
Ha-etz.
How do you say storm?
Sa'ar.
How do you say the storm?
Ha-sa'ar.
Ha is used a lot for the.
There's a really great story in the Bible about the letter He, and that is the story of how Avram became Avraham and how his wife Sarai became Sarah. And Father used that letter He to reveal to them what their future would be like. In Avram's case, he was to become the father of a vast multitude. And the word that Father uses when he describes the reason for the name change is Hamon. He was to become Av Hamon, Goyim, father of a multitude of nations. And the word Hamon is used for such a great mass of people that they make a tumultuous noise. It's also translated as hordes. So Abraham would have a ton of children, and so it is to this day. His son Ishmael, just with Ishmael, he had 12 grandsons. And then with Isaac and Jacob, he had another 12 great-grandsons. But not just that, Abraham was also the father of Midian, the tribe of people that received Moses when he came out of Egypt. And he was the grandfather of Sheba and Dedan, who show up in the Gog-Magog prophecy. For Sarai, what Father did to change her name is he replaced the last letter of her name and put a hey in its place. Now, the root word of Sarah and Sarai is Sar. And when you read in Daniel that Yeshua is the Lord of Lords, it is Sar of Sars. So it's a name that means captain and leader and Lord and person in charge. And so when Father explained to Abraham why his wife should not be called Sarai anymore, but should be called Sarah, it was because kings would come through her. Leaders of men would come through her, which is pictured in the word and in the name Sarah. This is the word for mountain. It's Hey, Resh. Behold the top. Mountain. Behold the top.
How do you say the mountain?
Ha-har.
Ha-har.
What is it?
Look, you barely make this paleo writing out. We found some paleo writing.
That's an olive.
Da. Looks like a ma. Adama.
Adam was here. Until we can go on expedition, we'll just start looking for those enigmatic writings from before the flood around here. See you guys.
One day in this land became this day in our land. Sun goes down from east to west, and my heart still sing forward, sun goes down from east to west, and my heart still with you.
Okay, come back. Come back.